What's up, YouTube? I'm back, your boy T310J. And please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for the video. This is actually, I'm on the run today. It's my third video for today. Since me first posting my very first video about 30 minutes ago. So, like I said, I'm just cleaning up. I got a whole bunch of clothes to organize and fold, so you know how that goes. Saturday afternoon flow, Pacific time, Los Angeles, California. This video is gonna be my third video for the day. I might post 2, 3 more, man. I'm on a run. Look, your brother got this dirty horchata. That's horchata, which is already a refreshing drink, on top of two espresso shots. It was actually 2.5. Special request. So, you know, your boy, I'm on like Donkey Kong. You know, I've been up since 4 in the morning. Just 4 in the morning, man. I got ready, washed my face, brushed my teeth, got up out the house. I hit the gym for a good hour and 15 minutes. Everything was still closed. Things didn't open until 6. I was like, you know what? I was gonna go to get some breakfast somewhere, but I wasn't feeling lazy today, so I went to Ralph's locally. Got me some breakfast stuff, which would have cost the same amount as me going to the place, you know, to get breakfast. And I wind up making me a real healthy breakfast tacos for this morning. So, and I'm getting kind of hungry now, but I haven't ate since then. And that was 6:30 in the morning. I had 2 breakfast tacos. Yeah, it was bomb. So, you know, I don't want to sidebar from this video, but this video, I'm going to talk about learning a skill, a trade. And when I say skill or trade, I don't necessarily mean construction. Learning a skill could be something as simple as communication, a soft skill, interpersonal skill, learning how to make eye contact with your fellow brethren, or with your fellow coworker, or with your fellow human being, your neighbor, you know, speaking when spoken to or when not spoken to. How about initiating conversation? That's a lost art. Saying, hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and looking people in the eye. I think that's a lost art, especially nowadays with the younger generation. I'm a millennial. I'm biased a little bit. I'm a little bit older. Like I mentioned in my 2 other videos, I'm on the verge of being 37 in 2 months. And oftentimes I see Gen Z, like my daughter's generation, she 14, and the generation after her, I think it's Gen Alpha. I may have my generations mixed up, but the generation after me, they're a little socially awkward, I guess, you know? It's like they make minimal to no eye contact when they socialize, you know what I'm saying? Everything is through a text. And maybe I'm old school. That's what my daughters say, but you know, a brother like me, I like a phone call. You know, I want to hear your book. If you texting me an essay or a paragraph on a text message or a DM, you need to call me. I'm old. I can't comprehend all that stuff. Unless you busy, I understand. But back to the topic. Learning a trade, right? A trade could be medical profession. Requires maybe 12 months, 18 months, 20 months, 24 months, depends. A trade could be nursing skills, LVN, CNA, better yet, RN. Trade could be being a respiratory therapist. A trade could be being a radiation technician. A trade could be being a painter, drywall installer. What about finished carpentry, millwright? What about being a pipe fitter, welder, plumber, electrician, power plant operator, power plant mechanic? What about putting in the application at the docks to be longshoreman, or Warehouse work. When I say warehouse work, them good warehouses, and I know Amazon. I don't knock anybody that work for Amazon, but I'm talking about a good union shop. Pepsi, Coke, like I said, the docks, right? Those are the best warehouse jobs, transportation jobs, is at the docks. Yes, there's a little bit of nepotism, favoritism that goes on. You may need to know someone or pay for a invite card or however they do their process, but those are good jobs. You know what I mean? That are skilled jobs. You know what I mean? Even though they talk about automation when it comes to the longshoremen, but we still gonna need men and women working at the docks. You can't completely automate every position at the docks. Um, Learning a trade. Sometimes it don't take school. When I say school, I mean academic school, like a 4 year school. I think oftentimes community colleges, 2 year colleges, are underutilized. That's why some colleges here in the state of California have cut back on not only staff but courses, because a lot of people, a lot of the young folks don't want to utilize community college. I think we live in a modern, our society today, in the modern society, at least in America, in the Western world, we try to take the least path of resistance. And yes, in some cases, which is subjective, that's not wrong. However, things worth having don't come easy. I'm going to say that again. Things worth having don't come easy. What I mean by that is it may take you a few years, it may take you failing a couple of times to be successful. And that's why I say, hey, learn a trade. Learn a trade, learn a skill set in which people will always need you. We need, you know, Garcia, Smith, James, Jenkins, Johnson, Jackson. We need Manacop. We need whatever last name. We need this person because they're skilled, they're highly trained. And when you learn a trade, also, it's something called OJT. You're going to learn on the job. You're essentially in school, but you're getting paid to go to school. Because eventually, when you journey out, whatever journey level position, or when you're done with your training, you're basically going to sign a paper that says you're competent enough and you have developed what's known as the KSAs. KSA is an acronym for knowledge, skills, and abilities to perform this job at this level, at the competent level, right? You might enjoy it so much to where after your training you might become an expert, and whoever you working for may want to promote you even faster to supervisor, what they would call like a foreman, right? Or a supervisor. Um, Also, I think learning a trade opens you up to gaining valuable skills and developing a skill set to eventually doing that for a few years, learning the ropes, to eventually learning the business side, and it eventually, potentially, you can open up your own business and be self-employed, sole proprietorship, right? Or just being self-employed and having one or two or three, having a crew of employees that you hire to run your own business. That's the good thing about learning a trade is, like, for example, a plumber, right? You do your 4 to 5 year apprenticeships. I think UA plumbers, like where I'm at in Los Angeles, California, I know the UA local union here, I believe their apprenticeship is 5 years, right? After 5 years, an apprentice for 5 years. Once you complete your apprenticeship, you'll have a journey level status, right? You have an A book, which is local. If you're out of work, you put your name on a book. It's called the A book. And then you have a B book, which is the traveler's book, right? Say you want to go other counties or even out of state. If it's a union hall for plumbers, you'll be on the B book learning these trades, right? Once you learn that, and then you continue, say you be a journey level Both men and women can do it for the next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Then eventually, man, you know what? I don't want to work for I'm gonna always have the backup, my union card. I can always sign the books. That's a backup in case worse come to worse. My little side thing in a company that, I go to don't work out, or if I'm trying to open up this business, it don't work out. I can always have a backup plan. I could go back, sign my name on the books. You get me? Now, another option is to open up your own business. People are always going to need a plumber. That's something you can't phase out through technology or AI, right? Um, an emergency call, midnight, 2, 3 in the morning, nobody's available. But if you make yourself available, hey, you could charge customers a premium for coming out, 50, $100 for coming out. That's just for the inconvenience. And then depending on what it is, if you have it in stock, cool. You can charge per part or per job, right? 5-minute job could cost $500. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Being a plumber and having that knowledge, and if you're a competent and reliable plumber or tradesperson, you could charge motherfuckers whatever you want because they don't know. And if they do know, they should have did it themselves. They should have went to Lowe's or the Home Depot themselves and did it. But they don't. 9 times out of 10, people call tradespeople out and people that know skills is because they don't know to or don't want to. They're paying for convenience. They're paying for your knowledge. So that's why I say, hey, young America, not even young America, if you 40 and under, right? And if you're physically, not even if you 40 and under, if you physically able, learn a trade, man. That's the best thing I can say. Learn a trade, because learning a trade, you're going to be so far ahead. I mean, there's a book that I have. It's called The Millionaire Next Door, and it does a comparison between like a plumber or tradesman and a doctor that live in the same neighborhood, I believe. Please don't flame me in the comments. I think this is, we're talking about the right book. It compares the two, right? Obviously, the doctor is going to go to school, and there's nothing wrong with becoming a doctor or a medical professional, right? If that's you. But when I say school is not for university, college is not for everybody. You can get it out the mud and learn a trade and become just as successful, as, if not more successful than a doctor. It depends on where you want to go in life. So I say that, and I'm gonna end the video here. Learn a trade, learn a skill. Even becoming a doctor is a skill because it's needed. It's a medical profession that's needed. Learn a skill. Even CPA work. You don't even need that designation as a CPA. If you're an accountant and if you know typing, if you know how to file taxes federally on the state level for business entities, for individuals, if you know your way, if you know tax law, tax business, tax loopholes, oh man, that's a skill in itself, because the tax code is complicated and the average person don't know how to read the tax laws and policies, right? So, you know, I say all of that with this video to say, learn a skill, learn a trade that's needed to where people can depend on you in this iffy economy. And I say all of that, please subscribe, like, comment on the video, hit the notification bell. This is T310J, and I'm out. Until the next video.